Oh, like we weren't talking?
Thank you. Thank you, Unlimited Basics. Until our audio goes back on. Sorry about that. I always seem to miss. I wish OBS would save that, like the audio stuff on there. Thank you for joining us, Unlimited Basics. We talked a lot, and nobody heard any of that.
That's okay. We can start over. How do you like it?
Okay. How do you like it so far? Let me. While we're on that, I'm gonna turn the audio down so I can actually hear you, Travis.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were just talking. We basically, I'm gonna sum it up. We played Bastion. We played some Transistor, and we're both really enjoying this.
Yeah.
But it has the bonuses of the roguelike genre, and it kind of changes stuff up, and it makes it feel. I get the appeal of the roguelike. It's what I feel every time I play Dark Souls. It's that heart pumping. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. I'm so close. This took me so long of my life to, to get to this point. If I die, like I've lost all that time. That's fun for a little bit for me. That is not fun continually for me. To an aggravating point. I feel like this gives you story when you die. You're able to talk to even your bosses that you've beaten are back at the area. You keep going back and to the hub world before you start another run. And that is a nice little perk that the game has. And I'm having a great time with so I'm using the spear, and I think you're using the spear, right?
I've used the spear predominantly, yeah. That's the main thing I've used. And I love it. It's got a great reach to it. I don't use the spin attack very often with it. Like, I don't wind that thing up and spin it around.
Yeah.
But I love the throwing and the pulling back, like a Thor's hammer style thing. But so here, let me share a little bit. So you're talking about roguelikes, you struggle with them. This seems like the first one that you've kind of full on enjoyed, felt like it's a good balance between progression and story, and you don't feel like you're getting pushed back too much when you die. What's interesting is this past year I played a couple different roguelikes. I played a lot of Void Bastards. I played a lot of Risk of Rain 2, and then now I've been playing this. I think something I'm starting to like about, and here's like a great example, right? So every time you clear a level, you have this chance to get like these opportunities to buff your power, right? So you have like 7 or 8 different weapons you can use. Every time you can take a different weapon into the run. And then there's all these Greek gods that some give you more area of effect things, some give you just power buffs, some give you health buffs, some give you, environmental things you can do.
Yeah.
And so here's where I'm kind of at with this. And I had this realization when I was playing Cyberpunk recently. I was playing a bunch of these roguelikes where every time you do a run, you can kind of pick how you want to play, right? You can make these decisions to build a combat build, right? Or a combat style.
Yeah.
But you're only stuck with those decisions for that one run. And recently when I was playing Cyberpunk, it was weird after playing all these roguelikes like Void Bastards, Risk of Rain, Hades, to be like, oh, okay, so I have to pick a lane kind of hacking or shooting or, stealth. And that's kind of the lane I have to be in for the next 50 hours. And Cyberpunk's not that punishing. You can kind of do a little bit of everything. But what I like a lot about this is you can go full in on a run with a style, and you are not married to that forever. And it like condenses that grind with an RPG of building up a combat style over 30, 40 hours. It condenses that grind into 10, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And you can do that grind with different things. Maybe one time you ignore Aphrodite, like you don't do any of her upgrades. The next run, you could do all her upgrades with a different weapon, and the game will play completely differently.
Yeah.
And you can go from the very first level in the first area all the way to the third area, and you're getting all these buffs, and you can learn a whole new play style on one run, and you're not married to it for the next 20, 30 hours. And I think that more than anything, I'm starting to realize that's more the appeal of a roguelike to me than anything. Like, it has to have that variety. It has to have that build variety. There have to be, and this game just nails that. I mean, I don't know how many of the Greek gods there are that give you buffs, but I feel like there's, I don't know, I want to say 8 or 9. And then I'm assuming you've gotten to where like chaos gives you opportunities too to like sacrifice some of your health for some really weird effects that are kind of like good and bad at the same time. And I don't know, like I think that's something unique to this genre of like roguelites is this concept of condensing that grind and that learning a combat style, instead of it's 30 hours, you're building it slowly, you're getting it quickly on a run. So yeah. I think that's pretty cool. And this game and what was the other one? It was this game and Void Bastards a little bit, but this game and Risk of Rain really kind of started to show that to me. The difference is like Risk of Rain doesn't have really a story at all. It just has lore, but there's no like, you don't talk to any characters or anything after each run or in between runs. It's more combat focused.
You also have to really, I do like when they have the armor, they don't get kind of staggered basically, because if they. So I have to keep track. Okay, this guy. It doesn't matter how many times I hit him until his armor's gone. I had it. So one thing that is hit or miss still with me with roguelikes is the luck factor. Last run I did was one of my luckiest runs. I had, hey, your special does like 60% more attack. Backstabs do really good, and I had like multiple dashes. I had 5 dashes in a row. It stacked, so I was able to dash 5 times.
Yeah,
and then also my special did. That's what it was. The special did 60% more damage to armored. Wow. So I was annihilating everything in my way.
I've gotten that one a few times.
Yeah. So that is one part where it's like, I'm mixed on that, because when it works out good, man, you're feeling good. When it's like right now I haven't got anything crazy. It's still pretty early, but...
But I guess in my experience, once you get through the first area once or twice, it's pretty easy to get to that first boss. Yeah. Like, I always get to the first boss. Like, I never don't get there.
Yeah.
And I would say, at first it wasn't this way, but I've gotten to where I can beat the first boss every time.
Yes, yeah.
The only caveat being is sometimes I'll have to burn a Death Defiance if I get sloppy, right? But that's more rare than it is typical. And so once you start getting 25 levels deep consistently, there's generally, you're going to get something. It might not be the thing you normally use. It might be the thing that more makes there's like drunkenness, I think, and it slows everybody down around you. And I guess what I'm trying to figure out right now is the first set of levels is this area. Is this Asphodel, I think?
Yeah.
And then the second set of levels, maybe that's Asphodel. It's like a lava area.
Oh, no, this is Tartarus or something?
Tartarus. And then the third area, Elysium, is extremely difficult.
It's very hard, and it actually brought up my first kind of complaint with this type of game. I don't know if you'll agree with me, but going to the third area, I have all these new leveled out. I leveled up a bunch of stuff, max out this. I have all these attack bonuses, whatever. It almost reminds me getting sent back and leveling up the stuff. But maybe I just suck, and maybe someone can beat this on their first run. But it feels like when you're in the arcade and the boss gets really hard and you're dead, but you can insert another couple quarters and keep playing. Yeah. I feel like going back again, I'm a little bit further now, and it's I got to a point with Elysium where everything was taking 3,000 hits. And that's kind of where I was even last time with that great run, to a point where I was I guess I got to level up more. So this is half an RPG of grinding stuff, half a roguelite. But maybe I'm just... there's probably someone that beat this on the first run, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
it almost feels like it was designed to where you're supposed to get those upgrades. And
yeah, I don't think the ideal way to play the game is to get it on your first run. I don't think that is at all the developers with their intention, and it's really not even the way the story works. I mean, it's baked into the story that you're going to fail, because when you come back,
that's true.
That's how you get those messages. Also, so yeah, I get what you're saying.
So that's why I said it feels like an arcade game, and I'm putting in a couple more quarters.
Sometimes it feels a little hard-coded that you're not going to make it, right?
Yeah.
I will say, and I don't know how much the game's changed. The day they put it on early access, the early access only went up to the Cyclops boss,
Yeah.
which is the end of the second area. And the first day they put it on early access, somebody did get to that Cyclops. I was watching the No Clip documentary, and it was funny. They were watching the guy at the Cyclops, and they were like cheering for him to die because they were like, "We just put this out an hour ago, and somebody has already made it to." So there will always be like, be careful. People who are absurdly focused and good at these types of games, who will just get on and just blaze through it.
Yeah.
Like those people exist, but I don't think that that's the ideal setup. I like this character a lot. I like her.
You really did it.
Megara. Yeah, the first time I faced her, I was like, oh, I definitely died. I think 2 times in a row. Come back to her, but facing her 8 million times, you pretty much get that. I will say when she does that area attack where she makes, I just don't. Sometimes I get a not a lucky.
See, you fight her completely differently than I do.
Really?
I don't go up to her at all.
I mean, I'm not.
Yeah, no, you're not that there's anything wrong.
Yeah.
It's just interesting. I use the spear also. I keep her outside of range for her lunge, just outside, because she can only lunge so far. And so she'll lunge at me, and then she'll stop because she can only go so far. And then, depending on how close I am to her, I throw my spear 2 or 3 times, pull it back through her, or I go up and do 3 or 4 stabs and then run. But I keep her...
I hate this freaking attack.
Oh, just sprint around the map. Just don't even fight her while that's happening. I just sprint around the map. She stops after 5 tries.
See, I like to fight. I like to keep fighting.
You kill her faster than I do, though. So you're probably more efficient.
Yes.
I do have a great little perk to where it when I get those, what are those called, those little purple stones, it levels up my health. It takes 30% of that or whatever on there. Unlimited Basic says the visual aesthetic is really interesting. It's like pseudo shell shady. Yeah, it looks like almost like a comic book.
I like the visual design of this game more than Bastion, at least.
Yeah.
I didn't play Transistor and I didn't play Pyre.
Yeah.
Pyre looked really cool. I actually downloaded Bastion on my phone the other day, and it's not fair. That's a long time ago. That game, after playing about 10 hours of this, that game's hard to go back to. The weapons, and it's not fair, but just this feels like a complete iteration on
they
what they were trying to
iterated
do
every
there.
game, and I feel like they hit a really... I mean, Bastion, again, at that time was a big hit, but they built... just like every good game developer should, like you're iterating, like look at Naughty Dog, like look at the Last of Us game, it built on Uncharted and first Last of Us and all that stuff. But it's that hand drawn look that almost reminds me of when the PS1 games with those hand drawn backgrounds that were static. But these have like some lighting and stuff to them. But it kind of reminds me of that. Those really nice hyper detail. I like these little rooms too. They gave a little reprieve and.
They feel like nice little safe spaces. Yeah. I did something horrible the other day. I beat the Cyclops. I was on my best run. I had 2 charges of Death Defiance, and I went up to. I just wasn't paying attention. I went up to the one you can buy stuff at one of these, and the other one sells stuff.
Yeah.
I went up to the one that sells stuff, and I saw stuff that looked good, and I was like, "Oh, I'm buying all this," and I actually sold everything I had.
You know what I've done that in?
I couldn't buy it back, and then I went into Elysium with no power-ups.
I did that in a game recently. Was it Cyberpunk? I might have accidentally was selling stuff.
Oh God, it was a nightmare. Now, do you go up to these little glowy things and get the lore ever?
No. Where are they at?
Up to the left.
Oh, where it's blinking. Yeah. Sometimes I read them.
Yeah. My game's slowed down with those. I don't know if they just ran out of things to tell me, but
they're like,
just
get better.
To the edge? Do you ever walk out to the edge and then there's some dialogue and stuff? If you hang out there for a second.
Oh no, I didn't know about this.
He kind of talks about the area.
See, that looks so amazing because it's literally just hand drawn.
Yep.
Just not, it just looks amazing. It's just like a comic book. I thought
like
cell shading games, I think hit like an amazing peak during the PS4, Xbox One generation of just incredible looking cell shaded stuff, like the
Yeah.
new Ni no Kuni and like Breath of the Wild. Like those are like 1-to-1.
Yeah. They look great.
Looking
These
like,
little bomb guys piss me off.
yeah, they're terrible. Because then you gotta move away because they blow up right there.
But my least favorite enemies right now in the game are the Elysium enemies that are kill confirmed.
Yeah.
It's like Call of Duty dog tags. You gotta go kill their.
Especially when they're 8,000 HP and you can't do nothing
Yeah,
about them.
I actually don't like those enemies because they're tanky and you have to kill confirm them, and I don't like that. I feel like they should be one or the other, right? It's throwing two curveballs at you at once. But I do wonder though. So the spear gets you through the first two areas really easily. I wonder if some of the other weapons are better against those Elysium enemies.
I bet.
Because I'm so reliant on the spear, that might be like their way of trying to nudge you to use something else.
Yeah.
But I haven't really tried.
Limited Basic asks, how big of a team was on this game? I'm not sure.
I watched
it's indie. I mean, they're not huge.
Yeah, there's a great documentary on NoClip, which is on YouTube. If you just look up NoClip Hades, there's like a 5-part documentary. And what's cool is it's the first documentary NoClip has done where the guy that makes the videos isn't in the videos. It is all narrated by the studio. Like they narrate it themselves. They explain, like the guy that's the main director of the game is the one that's talking most of the time. But I would say they're probably 25, 30 people. If you include everybody in that studio, they're not massive. They've been working together for a long time. I actually think also this is probably the best NoClip documentary yet.
I didn't watch it because I hadn't played the game yet, but now I'm really stoked to go watch it. But.
You need to go watch it. One of the things I liked about it is they're really real. Like and the guy that's the director makes a point of that. There's a part in like the documentary where like one of their employees doesn't
not to interrupt you, but this I love getting Hermes because of this. You can dash more times. So I had like 2, and I stacked them to get 5. So I'm absolutely going to be able to dash.
Yeah.
But go on. Sorry, what were you saying?
No, there's just a great part in the documentary where one of their employees doesn't know how to do something, and it's like before a release, and they're like, "Do you know how to do this?" Like they're getting a vague answer, and the person's just like, "No, I don't know how." And they're like, okay, let's call this guy who used to work here. And they go into it. They're like, this guy he did our animations for all 3 of our first 3 games. He left recently. He wants to move on with his life, but we're kind of struggling because we don't have anybody that knows how to do what he does. Yeah. And they're like, so we got to go call him and ask him if he'll come in and do this. And I just feel like NoClip's great. There's nothing wrong with NoClip, but I feel like you don't get that kind of stuff a lot of times in documentaries. You get like the cleaned up, we worked really hard and we made this thing. And this documentary, it's a little more open. Like they show, and it's good stuff too, but they show, the actual nuts and bolts, their meetings, the way they talk through problems. And it's also a fascinating look at how doing early access totally changes. This is a tough enemy too, with the way they split those. It's a great look at how they do early access also. Yeah, I highly recommend that. Do you use the cast very often?
I forget about it sometimes. I just did it just now.
I don't ever engage with that system, and I don't know.
There's an upgrade. There's an upgrade I just got available to me on the mirror in the room, where I'm like, oh yeah, casting's going to be important because it says and you can keep leveling it up. If you have a cast enemy, your attacks are 30% more. Like you hit 30% more, and you can only
you have an attack. Wait, say that again.
When you cast, it puts that shard in them, and if they have that shard in them, and you're attacking them with this perk, then they get hit for 30% more, and then you can keep leveling that up every 10%.
So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's probably why we've both been struggling with Elysium is because we're not using that.
Yes, there's a lot of stuff that probably to use.
Because that's a whole component of the sandbox I haven't touched hardly at all. I like this guy, the party guy. He's just always, what are you doing there, cousin? They did a great job making all these gods have really distinct personalities.
Using a fountain restores all health and gives you bonus damage. If your HP is low after encounters, restore the threshold.
Plus 50%. That is great. And there's no limit. looks like it just goes forever. I would use that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that one.
Hooked me right up.
Feels good when you get a good bonus on there. But yeah,
Yeah.
Elysium was kicking my butt to the point where that's why I was like, I think it's wanting me to keep playing here.
Yeah.
I have to level up a little bit more.
These guys were
I
tough
just
for a long time, but I've
clobbered
gotten
by that.
better at them. Have you tried any of the other weapons?
No, I like how I can hit from afar with the spear so much.
It's just too good.
Yeah. I was using the sword until I got the spear, but then when I got the spear, I was like, oh. See, like I can stand really far back, and then I can avoid a lot more damage.
I think not.
Okay, throw that cast at him.
The traps in Elysium that's another part that sucks about Elysium is.
What kind of traps are there? I don't know if I noticed or can remember.
Well, something when I first played and I was dying, like, what happened? Why is my health so low? I was near the edge and there was arrows that were coming out, or like these little swords, and I couldn't see them.
Yeah.
I was too
Yeah.
focused on 8 million enemies coming at me that I was getting clobbered by the trap. But, oh, that's worth more. That could be good.
Have you turned in any gemstones to build like safe rooms?
Yes. So I added stuff that like helps the world, like add safe rooms. There's stuff in there that's like change the curtain color. I haven't done any of that because I'm wanting to like make the game easier for me.
Well, I think what it is, I think it's smart.
What have you done any of the cosmetic stuff? Is that what it is?
No, but I think the reason why they have that is they wanted to have a currency that lets you upgrade the world. But there's a point, upgrade the worlds you fight through. But there's a point at which they run out of things for you to buy.
Yeah.
Like that. So then it's like, okay, well now you can spend that same currency on, once you've maxed out everything, you can buy cosmetic stuff. So no, not until I am sure I've bought everything will I start buying that stuff.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be buying new curtains anytime soon.
The more I think about it, this kind of a game is the perfect thing for them to make that will increase engagement. Like, and they talk about that in the documentary, is every game they've ever made, it always had, passionate fans, but their fans play the game and then maybe they play it a couple more times, but other than that, maybe they go on the Reddit and they sign up on the Reddit just to share artwork and stuff of the game, but that's it, right?
Hey, I hate these. I did one of these. You have to pit against each other. Have you done one of those?
What are you talking
about? You pit
about?
the gods. This one? You pit the gods against each other?
Oh, I haven't done that yet.
You pit them against each other. You have to choose one, and then the other one sends out really strong enemies against you, and he's pissed at you for, like...
I haven't done
and
those
I was like,
at
I
all.
hate that. But I guess it's a stronger ability for whoever you choose than what you normally get. But Unlimited Basics asks, how many basic builds? How about unlimited basics? Builds are there when you first start a run. There's the sword. It's the sword. It's the spear. It's the shield. And then there's something new I haven't got. I haven't got the last or new one they just showed. But
unlimited basics, there's different layers of a build. So number one, the most fundamental thing is your weapon, right? So
yeah, that's what
I would say when you first start the game, you have a sword, but after your first run, you have enough keys, I think, generally to buy another weapon. And I pretty quickly, within 3 or 4 hours, I unlocked all but one of the weapons. So there's probably 7 or 8 different weapons. Like there's a shield, there's a bow, there's a sword, there's a spear, there's like brass knuckles, there's a bunch of different ones. So that, and all the weapons have different abilities, right? So then you have your cast, which is you can spec into that or not into that using, basically you have darkness, which is another currency. And darkness can be part of your build because you press at the beginning of the stream in your room, there's a mirror and you can turn in darkness to upgrade different types of things, like give you more damage when you hit people in the back, give you more damage when this, give you more damage when that. Then there's your charm. So there's weapons, there's what you spend your darkness on, which you can respec. There's what you put your charm on, there's different charms and you can get them and you can level charms up by completing runs with them. And there's probably like 30 different charms, it looks like. So you got weapons, you got darkness, what you buy, there's charms, what you use those, what charms you use. And then when you're actually in the level, at the end of every level, you either get a currency back or you engage with a god and they give you one of 3 power-ups, which every god has a different style of power-up, and then you can upgrade those power-ups. So it's 4 layers of building, and then that 4th layer can be totally unique to the specific run. So how many, like, that's a more complicated way of saying what Zach said, which is unlimited, but I mean, for all intents and purposes, there are dozens and dozens and dozens of ways.
And you can actually change some of your abilities in those safe rooms. You can actually like sell some of your abilities. Like, what I love too is you can replenish the Death Defiance. So if you run out of that, sometimes you can get lucky. And it's like, hey, for 100 coins, you can get that back. It's like, I'm gonna do it every time.
Yeah, because there's 4 or 5 different currencies. There's keys. There's gold. There's the juice you can give people. There's the gemstones. And then, like, look at this screen, right? So
what is Hangover?
You
got
gotta
to
make
Hangover. What's this
here.
ability, Hangover?
One's gonna make your special attack inflict hangover, and if you go to hit that one, it says what hangover does. It's a curse that makes them take damage over time.
I think I'm gonna take this one.
Yeah. So, and you play similarly to me, where I don't do too much of the effect things. I more just try to boost my health.
Yeah.
Anything to retain health or boost health.
Get back in the
This is my favorite boss so far.
Yeah, this boss gets pretty fun. Well, we've only had 2 we can get to. Well, I did get far in Elysium, and I got to see what they got with for like boss stuff. I don't know if I got to the boss, but there's like some other stuff going on in Elysium. That was pretty fun.
Can't remember how far I've got.
I might have got a little farther than you in there.
Oh, that's fine. I'm not too worried about seeing different stuff.
There's like maybe a mini boss kind of thing. Or...
I think I did get to a mini boss and I died on something particularly challenging.
That part, I was playing for ages. Like I knew how to dodge, but that was where I was like, it's wanting me to get stronger because it was laughably long. The amount of time.
This reminds me of the gargoyles in the first Dark Souls right here. Now, what are your thoughts on the music in this game?
I like it.
I think it's great. I'm really enjoying all the tracks. I like that metal riff that kicks in when you're fighting that one boss. Dun, dun, da, 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 da.
Yeah. Oh, dodge it just in time. I forgot I could dodge 8,000 times.
You're killing it. I think you still have both of your Death Defiance charges, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing really good.
I gotta get these fools. Dude, when I had the perk for like destroying armor with the special, and I reamed this boss last time.
Yeah. That's
Because
the main
I
thing
destroyed
actually that keeps those
these
heads
with
going.
armor. Sorry.
So
The way I play
you
this
do
is
extremely differently than I do.
Yeah, I go
do
back
one
and
head
forth.
at a time.
No, because I feel like this game also reminds me of Doom 2016. You got to keep moving. So
You do. That's true.
I go back and forth right here because I get destroyed. See, like that, I was down for 1 second.
You know what? Maybe I try to focus on tunneling on one, and then when he shoots his shot, I dodge around for a few seconds. But you're actually getting through the boss faster than I am doing it this way.
It just gets insanely hard with especially in Elysium. Like this game really wants you to do in 2016 move a lot of it.
What is it about games that came out in 2016, like Doom 2016, Hitman 2016, like the games that came out that year for whatever reason that just rolls off the tongue? Like
It was a one-word year.
it was a one-word year.
Whew.
Nice.
Got you.
You have more than enough darkness to buy another charge of Death Defiance, which I would highly recommend.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm I think I already did. I got one more. Because it was a 500, I think. And the next one's a 600.
The next one is a 500.
Okay.
And you didn't buy that yet.
Okay, yeah, because I had 400 when I was at the mirror.
And then the next one after that's a 1,000, and I assume that's the last one.
Yeah, I would say that's all they're going to give you. And then, or, I don't know if you've opened this up, but you can actually switch. There's like a switch thing on the left, and you can either get that one or the alternative to that one. And there's a new upgrade that says, like, you get one extra Death Defiance each chamber.
Oh wow.
Like 1 Death Defiance each chamber. I think that's what it is. It
Oh,
like,
that's awesome.
but it doesn't heal you all the way. It goes like 35% health or something. But I was like, oh, that's actually really good if it gets every level. But
Yeah, that's nice. So did Dead Cells not have any kind of a meta game, like where you could keep upgrading?
It did. I think it kind of started that trend of like, oh, you get stuff and you got to unlock like or not weapons, but like I don't know what it was. Like they had these like hanging chandeliers with stuff. I'm trying to remember, but every time you started, it kind of randomized what weapon you got to use, and I hated that. I would just almost restart right there because it's like, what weapon do I get at the start to like speed me through this? But then you can change weapons and find weapons throughout. But I kept getting to the last boss every single time and get like totally wiped out, and then have to go all the way back, and it just was. There was no leveling up really in that game.
Another roguelike, it approaches it differently than this game, but I think it has similar positive effect, is Void Bastards. So that is a cel-shaded first-person game, and it takes place in space. And so technically you're playing a person, but you're actually the little robot. You're like a little robot like thing that attaches onto the back of people's heads.
Yeah.
And so there's like this factory that's like shooting out prisoners. So your robot thing attaches to a prisoner's head, and then you're in your ship and you're making your way through the Star Gap map, and then you're docking onto these basically different space stations, and then you're going in, and in 5-10 minutes, it's like a level in this game. You're going in and you're trying to loot the spaceship, and you're trying to complete a couple objectives and then get off the spaceship before your oxygen runs out. You only have like 4 or 5 minutes. So if you die, like you'll be the same character, starship to starship to starship. But if you die, like you run out of food or you run out of oxygen or you get killed by somebody on a ship, your robot scurries off the ship you're on and gets back in the main ship. And then it just, you lose all your money, but you keep like your progress through the game. And it just pulls another prisoner out of the main ship. And so you don't like get set back in terms of progress through the story and through the world.
Here's
you
your
just now have
favorite
a
weapon.
different
Here's your
host.
favorite enemies.
You just have a new host. And what I like is like I had one that it was a guy with really long arms. And so I could reach things, like that was his special trait. I could reach things that I couldn't reach with other characters. And then when he died, I got a colorblind person. And so then I was playing the game in black and white. And then when the colorblind person died, I was playing as a dwarf. And so like I was running through the levels like half as tall as I normally would be. And so, and then sometimes you'll have like a brainiac as their trait, and so they can just build things for less, they can, resourceful or whatever. But I think that's another really good way of handling it, where there is a punishment of you might lose some traits that you really liked, and you might lose like progress on a character that you like, but you still are in the same distance through the game. You don't have to like go back to the beginning of the star chart or anything.
Yeah.
So that's another really good roguelike. But it sounds like Dead Cells just didn't have any, like you just...
I got annoyed with it, and I was just getting unlucky at certain times and with stuff, and I was like, this is...
So there was, in that game, there's nothing that carries over from one to the next. You die, you're dead, you start over.
Somebody could be, is going to kill me for this, but I don't remember there being anything. Like,
Gotcha.
There was definitely not leveling up stuff. There was stuff that where you like got progress, or I know what it was. Those little chandeliers were weapons and things you could unlock randomly in a level. But it wasn't like this game where you get to choose what your perks are and whatever every time you like go out and in between at the reprieve rooms and stuff. But that kind of randomized what you could get. Like, oh, now you can get this weapon. Well, great, I didn't.
Yeah.
So it was almost there.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you a game I'm playing now that I almost treat like a roguelike is Hitman. And those levels are... Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes is the closest thing that exists to a Hitman level in any other game, where it's this big, really defined space. You go in and you have a basic objective, kill this person and get this person out, or whatever. In Hitman, you're always killing a target or 2 targets. Sometimes there's another objective, but generally it's that. And the whole map is working in like a clockwork fashion. Like imagine if there were all these really well-defined NPCs on Metal Gear Solid like Camp Omega, and like there's a general that's going to this room and you can impersonate him and you can put on his clothes. And in Hitman, like the first time I'll play a level, my focus is it doesn't matter how dirty, it doesn't matter how hard it is to get done. Like I'm just going to try to get the 2 people killed and get out. And like I maybe get a 1-star rating or 2-star rating. but there's all these little pieces of bait all around the map that make you be like, I want to play that again and like try to do it this way or try to do it that way. But it almost becomes like a roguelike where you want to get a good score and you want to like not have to like stop and save scum your way through it. Like you want to like the more you learn the map and the rhythm and how it works and where the opportunities are, it almost becomes like you don't feel like Agent 47 the first time you play the map. You feel like him the second or third or fourth or fifth time you play it, and you're improvising and doing new things, but you know the map so well, you feel like that person with like a sixth sense about the whole scenario, and it's really fun.
Yeah.
I like roguelike mechanics. I didn't ever think that would be a genre I'd get into, but I like when other games kind of have that feel of repetition. That's a really strong thing that you can get in games, is when you do it over and over again and you get really good at the scenario.
Do you ever do these Trove trials? I did them when I first started, and now I'm too spooked if I'm pretty far along.
I have always done them because it looks like a chest, so I run up and I grab it thinking I'm going to get something. That's like the destiny in me. Like, I think it's a gift and it's a curse. Like,
yeah, that's what I was.
I'm never good enough to get the value out of it. I don't think the darkness it gives up is worth it for what it costs you in health.
As I played, if you're really good, get away. Even the chaos stuff. Okay, so here's where you might have got to. This bull.
Oh, I haven't gotten here yet.
Okay, spoiler alert.
No, I don't care. That's fine.
Which doesn't seem particularly fair.
Spoiler, there's a mini boss.
There's a bull. There's a bull.
This looks like an actual boss. This doesn't even look like a mini boss necessarily. Have you beaten him yet?
Yes.
Okay. And that's not the end of Elysium?
No.
Wow. I think you're going to beat him this time, for sure.
He's taken a lot of hits. He took 1 million hits last time.
It seems tanky, but it seems like you can keep him out of range.
Yeah, if you could stay back from him. Hit on a wall. Crap.
Interesting charging move. Oh, nice. I like the visual design of this area. You boys are okay by me. Thanks for giving the bases. Appreciate you're okay with us, man.
You saved our audio, dude. We would have played all this with no audio. I usually test that, and I just got you know. I think I treated life like this roguelike. I'll always have another chance, but
yeah. Have you Unlimited Basics? Have you ever played any of these types of games, roguelikes, or have you ever played? I don't think you played Hades. It sounds like you were asking some cool questions about it, but not sure. Have you ever played any games like this before? I know this is one. It's really been this past year I've been getting into playing these.
see that? I think there's a new trap over here. I'm getting fricked up. I didn't see it.
I will say on roguelikes, what I have kind of in this game, I don't think has difficulty settings, so I haven't done it, but I have with Risk of Rain and with Into the Breach, which I love Into the Breach. That game is awesome.
So yeah, this guy stops.
Oh, interesting.
First round is short one. The champion of Elysium awaits.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So I actually haven't had to use my Death Defiance. This is the farthest I've got, because I did die on him last time.
I feel like you'll have to fight him again. I don't know.
In the name of
I don't know what I was gonna say. Oh, I have started on these types of games playing on easy with some of them. On Into the Breach, I had to do that, and on Risk of Rain, I had to set it to easy because it's just these games can be really brutal.
Yeah, this game doesn't have a difficulty setting, but it does.
I think this one's tuned pretty good.
It lets you kind of choose how easy maybe you want to do. Like, I do like those trials because I don't choose to do them really, but you can do them. Like, there's a risk on that, or you know, you can go without certain upgrades or whatever. But I kind of also feel like we were saying, under the hood, is this game wanting you to level up? I think so. 'Cause it's taken 30 years to kill some of these bosses, but. Oh, great. Tons of armored people.
Yikes, yeah.
Yeah,
And these are the kill confirmed ones.
Get some clobber here. Sniping me. Sniper! Oh gosh, I'm getting destroyed here.
Oof.
I almost just want to go around and just keep dashing.
Yeah, I would.
That's-
I would lean that way. You need to. There's. So here's why I tunnel, and you keep moving, but.
Well,
every
I have to
enemy-
with these guys because I was standing still and they're sniping me.
Well, yeah, but I don't necessarily mean stand still, but every enemy that's on the field, that's 4 chances for you to get shot per second.
Yeah,
right? But
you're talking about
if
just
there's
get
only
focus
3,
on one
then
enemy.
that's 3 chances for you to get shot.
I get the picture.
But it's tricky. You have to dash while focusing on one, which is not easy.
Yeah.
You might get out of this without spending money. I hate when you think you're done with a room and it just another wave spawns.
Oh, there's another one. Oh my gosh. I'm just
After you throw in your cast, is it having any kind of an effect? Oh my god.
on right now.
Kill the one that's weak. Kill the one that's weak.
Nope.
See, the one
Yeah,
that's
there's-
weak shot you.
Jeez.
Yeah, this area is a tough one.
So see
Do you
those.
read-
So watch these.
you
Do you
read
see
the
these things
lore?
over here?
Yeah.
I don't think. I think they're off when you beat the enemies. I don't know. I can't tell.
You read the lore?
That comes down and hurts you if you're near the
Oh.
edges. Do I read the lore of this?
Yeah, like when it pops up like new information in the book.
No, I have not.
Something I need.
Should I?
Well, I don't know. I think everybody's different with that. I do, but I
This is
didn't-
a good
I don't
one.
typically read that kind of stuff in games.
Hitting from behind.
Oh, yeah,
because if you
grab
use the
that.
spear, you can get a behind hit. That's another
I
thing.
grab that rarity too because you might get a more rare power up.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's good bonuses there. So I still have the other Death Defiance from that charm I had.
Fountain chamber.
Nice.
In the
Oh,
name
cool.
of
This is the room you got. Plus 10 resist. Cast damage is doubled on your top.
Yeah,
I might.
Yeah, let's do that. And it
Might
casts
wreck-
deflect.
yeah. Oh, there you go.
spot.
Nice.
You
I
might
forgot,
stand a gain here.
I forgot what God.
I don't
this
know
is.
the symbols that well.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know. Here. Give me a different enemy than armored freaking snipers. If I see an armored sniper, I'm tweeting at the developer. I don't know what I'm gonna say yet. Like, nice game, but I'm pissed. Good game, but you made me mad. You knew who I tweeted at today?
That
Michael Emerson.
Emerson.
From Lost.
Oh
Benjamin
yeah,
Linus.
yeah.
Because
Linus?
yeah, there's a shirt that I have for years tried to find on eBay. I love this. I think it is one of the coolest shirts ever. But it was like a limited run like thing on a Lost, like the Lost official website,
Yeah.
and it was Benjamin Linus's face takes up the whole shirt, and under it it says "Trust me." And I love that shirt, and I've not found it for years. And I tweeted up today, and I just tweeted. I put him in the tweet or whatever, and I was like,
He was such a great character.
I was like, I've looked for the shirt for years, hoping
He's
that he
such a
has
good
one in his
character.
closet or something. Oh, it's just money. I thought that's
Oh,
what it was. It's just coins.
Oh yeah, in the bottom right, it shows your money.
I'll always go for more health here. Should I get?
Yeah. So well that one on the left will power up.
Yeah.
So do you want your power ups to be more powerful or do you want more health? It's tricky.
I'm gonna
always
say health
selecting
because
health.
I'm
I've always selected health. Yeah.
I'm getting hurt a lot here.
Whoa.
Oh, I got stuck there. I think it went away. Maybe it didn't. I had a perk where at the beginning of this, when I first started the run, and it was like traps hurt enemies 500% more damage. It's like
Oh my gosh.
pretty good perk there. You can get them like these guys. Sometimes they get stuck in those radiuses. Oh, I forgot they kind of explode. Oh, these guys suck, but you can.
I haven't seen them yet.
Backstab.
Do you feel like the
Ooh.
combat's pretty legible in this game, or do you ever feel like there's too much going on screen?
It can get a little much sometimes. Oh, this guy's freaking.
Yeah, and I don't even know if that's a critique. I think it's meant to be kind of chaotic at times, but
Yeah, it kind of turns almost into a shoot 'em up, you know, at times.
Yeah.
Of, like, there's so much going on that you kind of have to. Uh-oh.
there's something you're doing that's giving you health back. I don't know what it is.
Maybe one of my.
But you
abilities.
entered this chamber with 85 health, and then you got the 105.
Oh, I picked up. I have a perk to where some enemies drop food.
Oh,
and,
okay.
And that heals me when I pick up the.
Oh, nice.
I'm over in this trap. Get in the trap, guys. Nice. All right. Any you guys got any of those fountains over here?
I do that power up one.
Oh, we do have a fountain. Or a shop thing, whatever. Shop fountain.
That'll get you to full health.
Ooh.
Keep it going.
Gain a random
Oh,
item.
your attacks deal 30% more damage. That's a for sure. I'd buy all three of these.
Yeah, gain a random item offered from the Well of Charon.
What do I get?
Discovered Cyclops jerky. I think that healed me.
Nice.
Alright, let's make something stronger.
Yeah. Is this the furthest you've gotten?
No. You're about to see probably the farthest I've gotten. And you'll know why it was the farthest that I got. Make sure.
Power of Olympus.
Your lightning bolt deals more damage. You take less damage while at 40% or below. It gets a 10 or 15 damage resistance. But that's a 20%.
Positive outlook could be a good one.
Bolt area effect. I mean, it's already large. Your dash causes a lightning bolt to strike nearby foes. Bolt damage increases.
You dash a lot.
But at the same time, any health stuff is going to help.
I would take the resistance.
Yeah, because I'm always like at the last 10 for
Yeah.
health on some of these. Okay, this is as far as I got. Wish me luck. We'll see what we will see what we see here.
Big crowd.
I knew when that guy left early, I was like, you're about to get an orange scene and snow situation.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're getting.
I had a feeling.
You know full well that wasn't a fair fight. Face me on.
Silence, you monster. I'll hear no more such wicked lies, half-truths, or quarter-truths.
See, I've died once to these guys. I fought the bull last time, and I was on such low health last time, and just got totally
Now,
destroyed.
you're really well equipped right now. Don't forget to throw your cast.
Yeah.
Now, have you done kill this dude? This is really fascinating because I haven't gotten this far yet.
Oh, see, that's not, he can snipe you. Now, I'm really good at. I usually was hiding out over here. Ah! I stood still. Played myself. Ah! I love having a lot of dashes, though.
Yeah.
I like that upgrade from Hermes. I definitely got some more strong stuff, and I was literally I was spending so much time, and now I'm really close to where I was last time.
So now that you're, and it might be hard because you're not at the end of this, do you think this would have slipped into your Game of the Year factors?
No, Ghost of Tsushima, I think, because I like a tad bit more.
That would have been third.
Yeah.
That would have bumped Bug Snacks.
No, I was thinking about that. I was like, would I let? Oh crap! About that. I gotta focus here. This could be the end of me. Well, I got one more Death Defiance left.
It'd be nice to get that Minotaur whacked before you have to use that. Nice.
Now to deal with you.
This is a guy that you can just sprint around and like just damage him
Oh,
that
I know.
way.
Okay. Well, he like kind of snipes this thing really fast.
Nice.
Fuck. He's got his sword out.
It's actually good. I get to learn a little bit how to fight these guys before I fight them. Why are these people sitting in a wedding cake in the middle of the arena?
Uh-oh. Locked. She's hitting from behind.
This guy is a tank.
Dude.
He is an absolute unit.
Can I just... Oh, God. That was... He just destroyed me there.
I'd keep the pressure on.
I just can't get... Jeez. I just gotta freaking hide. That is just so fat. Like, when he locks on me. I'm just gonna use every block, every dash I got to him. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, gosh.
Oh gosh.
Oh, shoot. Oh, no! Oh, gosh!
Jeez. There you go. Nice play.
Oh, no.
Those
Oh,
areas.
oh, and I can't freaking
nice.
stay. I can't stay still either. Because he snipes.
Yeah.
Ah, do you see that? Oh my gosh. Give me a freaking chance. Ugh. Can't stay completely still here. Ah, I thought I was freaking. Stop! I only have. Oh, that's it.
No.
That was
You
the
had
closest-
him,
That was
man.
the closest I got.
You know what you need? You need to immediately go buy that second Death Defiance
Yeah, I think that's what I'm
from the
gonna do.
mirror.
So I'll
Because
have,
that you would have had him. You would have had him.
I'll have 3. What's Haiti? So this is the other part where you're actually able to go back.
She is gone. You are never going to locate her.
You mean mother? How would you?
Did you learn the mother secret here? Spoilers alert.
That she's not your mom?
Yeah.
Yes, I
Okay.
didn't know that. There may be other
This is
things
my
I don't
final
know, I guess.
warning to you.
No, I think that's as much as I
To
know
cease
too.
this mindless quest.
Nix. No.
Sorry, father. I'm not afraid of
Let's
you.
see what we can buy. So chambers may contain urns. How will I know what urns contain though? Let's see what else. So yeah, I haven't got any of these. So you haven't done any of these as well?
No, I just do the work orders.
Yeah, I'm only doing the work order stuff. 150.
The top one's not bad. 10% more. Pretty small, but
Yeah, that's worth it.
Contractor,
we'll do that.
I would ask that you pursue this job. I'll be excited to see the result.
Let's try one more run. If I don't get, if it's not looking good, I'll just, I'll probably end it. I don't think I can do. That run took me what, like an hour?
yeah.
So this guy's back. He's been going for a while.
I got a relic of some sort out there. A globule of ancient blood
Globule.
after I fought with Megara.
As far as I know, yes, lad, that it is. Though who's exactly on...
Well, I wasn't about to drink it.
You are back.
Megara.
What's she gonna say?
You're right.
You can give her the juice.
I did. I didn't mean to, and I gave her the juice last time.
You take care.
You take care too, Miss Meg. Thanks for the drink. Bye now.
I think that this game has a little bit of Mass Effect to it, where you can get to know people.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying?
Nix, sometimes I get the impression the Olympians look down on those of us born of the underworld. Is that my imagination?
The gods of Mount Olympus tend to think themselves above us, child.
Character art is
His father
fantastic.
often likes to
Yeah, look
say.
at that. That is just beautiful.
I can't imagine him otherwise.
You gonna do a different weapon this time?
Nah, I think I'm gonna do a spear run.
The fate-abetting prince perhaps believes it was through his own choice that he broke.
Oh no, not this determinism thing again.
Ooh, I can also wait.
Those are different currencies, so you can still buy the Death Defiance even if you unlock the talents.
No, I opened up this last time. Do they go
I would
away?
buy another I would. No, you could do it right now.
Well, no, what I'm saying is I did this last run. It said reveal 2 new hidden talents inside of you. But maybe it didn't save. Maybe my save didn't go through or something. Do I lose these keys and just as temporary?
Show me something new.
What's these? Yeah, see, this is the one I was telling you. So how did I think these might go away.
No, I unlocked them and
They stay?
Never bought any of them. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe something didn't save on my game last time because, yeah, that's the one. Deal bonus attack and special when they have the cast inside them. So there's the other Death Defiance. The other thing that you can get. So did you get this on the side where you can switch them?
No, how do you do that? Well, I can, but I never tried it. What does that do?
You can click there and it changes over to different. So you can choose instead of Death Defiance, you can have this perk, which is restore 30% of health instead of dying when your life is depleted, 1 time per chamber.
Oh, so it's like a different version of the same power. Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's really cool.
So this one is 1 time per rank, and yeah, when I get it, I'll have 2 times. But this, I don't know. So to do that instead,
I would do the 2 times per rank because you already have the charm that gives you a third, so then you get 3 reses.
Yeah. But that one replenishes every time.
Yeah, but on the one you just did, you died twice on Elysium.
But
You
this,
died 3 times.
But this
on
is
Elysium.
per chamber, though. You just don't get a full replenished health. That's the only
Oh, and that. It's not per. Oh, I thought per world. That's per chamber.
Yeah. So I'm thinking of doing that, and probably it'll do 40% when I level it up, is what I'm thinking.
I don't know. You got 600 darkness. Make it
Yeah,
call.
I have it. Let's see. I bet it'll raise it to 40%.
Theoretically, that's a lot more opportunities.
What the heck? I just maxed it. Was that just to get it?
Oh yeah, that gave you it.
Oh, that just gave it to me.
Oh.
Now, yeah, these don't stack. Yeah, swap talent. Yeah, okay, yeah. So you have to
They don't
choose.
stack.
You have to choose down here. It says swap talent or whatever. So, I'd rather do the 30% every time and just give myself another boost every time. So I only have 50 left. Boiling Blood. So this, I did swap these. The normal thing you get right here is to restore a small amount of your health when you exit the chamber. But switch that over to Dark Regeneration. That's a way better one.
I didn't. Where did you even see that you could swap? I didn't even see that.
Okay, do you see that? It kind of pointed me out at one time. That see this over here on the left?
Yeah, I never read that. Okay, I'll have to do that.
Yeah, so always Dark Regeneration I think is better because you always come across those purple things and that's a lot more health.
Yeah.
Versus this is like what 1 per chamber or something.
Yeah, no, that's much better.
Max out to 5, so that's way better.
That Chthonic, it does not give you a lot.
This one, striking on damage foes. I mean, that to me, I see those kind of bonuses, and that doesn't make sense to me because it's like they're gonna get hit, and then you're gonna have to fight them the rest of the way. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I want something continual, but these are interesting. Where's your
not like it helps against bosses or anything. Yeah.
These deal bonus attack. Oops, I just swapped it. I didn't actually. Percent per rank. It's 20%. Cool. Okay, so I raised that to 28. They were good.
Right.
Let's try one more run. I'll stream for just a little bit more, and then we'll just see what we can get. Actually, should I give him more? So on the where's it at? Where's the freaking log? How do I see the log? There we go. How do I see like my relationship with people?
L.
Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, so I gave him twice. He was the first person I gave something to. I was like, what is this thing? I'll give him the
It
whatever.
unlocks more about them.
Okay.
Like you see the text that's bolded.
Okay.
That's additional information you unlocked because you started building a relationship with them.
Gotcha. But I thought they each give you kind of a bonus over here.
No, if you read, go on those.
My keepsakes.
Look. Okay, go to a different one.
Yeah, it says give someone to earn a keepsake.
So just any of them. Go to the ones. Go to the one with the skull. Read. It's rank 1. If you clear 25 encounters with it, it'll rank up to rank 2.
Okay. Yeah, I
You rank it up by
leveled
using
this
it.
thing up.
You've got that one ranked up all the way
Yeah.
from using it.
'Cause that's a great one.
Yeah, it is really good.
So maybe maybe I'll save
There's a
it.
lot you can grind in this game if you want to 100% it.
I don't know if I'm gonna like looking at that. That looks like it would take ages with the unless.
Yeah.
I mean, I have noticed that the farther along you go on, you start to get more of those, potions and stuff start popping up. But
Yeah.
all right, we'll do one little tiny run just to test out our new. And apparently, I can just die.
This is where you belong. You feel out of place? Where would you even go? What would you have me do?
They throw out these story
The place
beats
is
randomly.
here.
Get away from me. Great voice actor for that.
Yeah.
My place is with my mother. Sometimes I have to wonder, man, what's
So this is your favorite guy dying?
Well, I don't know if he's my favorite. He's always making me laugh.
down there? I can't hear you.
He's
at
just the
all.
classic Chad at the party.
Yeah. What's up, Zach? In the YouTube chat.
Go, man.
You got to play this game.
Yeah. He would love this game, I think. He likes Diablo. He likes Greek mythology.
Yeah, this is. I was laughing. With this is a game for Zach. You should play it. I'll do that one.
Cheers, mate.
Ooh. Oh my gosh.
Nice. Is that a new cast?
Yeah, I just got that ability from.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, there. Here, go back. Pick that up. There you go. What's up, Danny? So you do have it on Switch. Have you started playing it yet, Zach?
More numbskulls.
Oh,
I almost tuned into Danny does some streams. He said he was going to stream afterwards, and I think he
that'd
was
be
doing it
awesome.
later. He was streaming some Sea of Thieves. I saw some of his recordings in there.
I'll have to check that out. Zach, drop Danny's Twitch in the chat. I've never played Sea of Thieves yet.
But you got to wear a pirate.
That'd be a fun one to play together.
You got to sing a sea shanty when you're streaming now. I think that's a new requirement by Twitch's TOS.
I was saying drop Danny's Twitch in the chat so I can see it.
And drop your digits too.
So you could get gemstones or a key.
I'm getting a key. Well, but I'm getting a key.
Sometimes I just do currency. Like I don't worry about power-ups. I'm just grabbing currency.
Those traps will hurt ya. But see, like now, I am just flying through this world. I do appreciate that. Let's get a key here. Oh! Terrible dodge. But yeah, you were talking about favorite games of last year. I think this would be maybe fifth, because I'd put Ghost of Tsushima above it just a little bit, because I gel with that type of game more than this. But I'm having fun with this. This is a fun. I pick up and I try to play when I kind of rotate the games I'm playing. I do at least one run, and then I'm like done for the night or whatever. I try to get a little.
This is a good towards the end of the night, do a couple runs, and then go to bed kind of game. It's a good wind down game.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could sit and play it for like 5 hours.
I played it at a long time when I first got it to like level up stuff, but I was like, okay. It's a very short burst. You just do
similar,
one and go.
Similar. I stayed up really late, like 2 nights in a row. Like I'd start playing it around midnight during Christmas break, and like be up till 2 or 3 playing it. I did that a couple different nights just because I was really at the beginning and getting into it. But yeah, since then it's just been a run here, a run there, trying to get a little bit further.
Used all my money. I'm broke now.
It is a very good Switch game for that reason.
Yeah, I'm more of a Ghost of Tsushima fan, but this would probably be fifth. We're going down the ladder. Bugsnax.
How far are you in Ghost of Tsushima now?
I am probably just reaching, because I am like collecting all this stuff because I love the world, and just kind of running around the world and taking pictures and stuff. Because I'm doing the photo mode, but that's the only game I've done photo mode on and loving it. But probably 50%. Probably under that, maybe just a little bit under 50, and I've done a ton.
Do you like that game enough that it would have leapfrogged Cyberpunk for you?
No. I think I would still keep Bugsnax, Cyberpunk, and Final Fantasy. Yeah. Bugsnax is it was at least a new experience. It was like
it's so different.
It's so different and so weird. It's right up my alley kind of thing. Like,
I'm meaning to go back and finish that up here sometime.
When I say these are my top games, I'm not saying that Ghost of Tsushima is worse than Bugsnax. I'm just saying this is what I just gelled with. Like Bugsnax was a fun, made me laugh out loud experience that I haven't had in a while.
I'll hang on to these.
Whereas Ghost of Tsushima, as great as it is, like I would say, if you were to say anything about it, not that it's negative, it's a fantastic refinement of that open world game. Like I feel like there's buckets of open world games now. Like there's the open world game with the map markers and you get quests and you go around, and then there's like the Breath of the Wild, like explore, like really open-ended. I feel like Ghost of Tsushima is more the prior, like it's more like a Horizon Zero Dawn. Like you're doing some main story beats. You're doing a side quest here and there. You're doing a little bit of exploring, but it's mainly like you're going point A to point B. Looking at the scenery while you do it. Is that right?
Yeah, it doesn't try to reinvent the wheel. There's nothing crazy new with it. It's charm. Like I feel like every open world game has its what's your gimmick or what's your whatever. I think like story and how you're kind of the way that they are kind of turning the pages of the story is interesting. I'm really liking what they're doing with that, and it's just fun to. I will say it feels, and I mean this in a different way. Whereas Metal Gear Solid 5 was sneaking if they perfected, this is so tight with gameplay. The gameplay is so just on the nose sharp, and it just like. And I'm playing the PS5, which has the update to it. It's 60 frames locked, 4K, whatever. It plays unbelievable. It looks unbelievable. It is locked how fast the game.
I've got it installed. I'm looking forward to playing it. I want to play that multiplayer. It's awesome.
Yeah, I haven't got to do that yet. Here's what I'm going to do. I do want to wrap the stream up. I'm going to beat the final, or not beat the final boss. I'm going to beat the final boss. So I'll just do the final boss. I'm going to fight and beat the first world boss right here. I think that'll be a good place to stop. I'll have. I got some good honey, and we'll go around and give some honey, and that's how we'll end. Is that what it's called? Honey or potions or whatever? Gifts? I think they're called gifts. The little potion bottles.
Yeah. Is there a way to end a run without dying? Like, hey, send me back to the beginning.
Yeah, give up. You can give up.
Okay.
I'm probably getting close to the first boss.
I think you are. What level are you on? Press your no, not that one. The other menu. No, the other one where you can look at your charms. Yeah, you're on chamber 11, and she pops up on chamber 14.
Okay, I didn't know that you could do that. See up there.
Yeah.
Let's get another
Grab some
key.
keys. Ooh, these skulls.
I feel like this game or Transistor also kind of got them ready for this game because that one was like you could take your time and it was almost turn based, and then you could like choose, okay, I want to attack this, and next turn I'm going to do this, or you can make your attacks like start this attack now, and it was almost like almost real time strategy for a second of like, okay, I want to do this attack and then I want to attack that guy next. But this like shows where they're loading in. It's like, okay, I know I need to get those guys. They're going to shoot at me. Like they give you a second to think too.
Oh, I didn't know that. It looks like it has a really good soundtrack and like art style.
Some more of that.
Place, mate.
Oh, we gotta get more of those dark stones here.
Nice to meet you.
What happened? What the frick? She's been killed so many times.
I had something similar but different happen to me.
Really?
My name is Zagreus.
Yeah, I had Meg get replaced by somebody else.
Oh,
but it
really?
wasn't this person.
Look, I've done some things that maybe aren't great, but I am.
Maybe. I had her replaced by somebody. Let me look who it was. I think the dialogue was different, or was it?
Oh, this is a whole new. It's crazy.
Where did I talk to my sister about that? 'Cause my sister's playing this too. Oh yeah, no. I fought somebody else. So either you. Yeah, no. That's so weird. The first Megara got replaced eventually by a different sister.
Oh. Oh, what
But
the
now
heck?
you're
wait a
fighting
second.
against her.
What the
which
heck
that's
happened?
I don't know. This is really different.
Frick.
They keep you on your toes a little bit.
Yeah, I was not expecting. That's kind of cool. Oh shoot, that like stunned me too. I'm not used to these attacks. Like you were.
I think that's cool how they start switching out bosses once you've beaten one character enough.
Yeah, that is nice.
When I started giving that juice to Megara, and then she
Wait,
started
I'm like
being
changing areas.
nicer
It's
to
like
me.
changing the arena too.
She's shrinking it.
Great.
Might die legit this time.
Yeah, this might actually be my end.
Did you already use the Death Defiance?
No, not yet. You should have got that casting. That casting takes a second. It goes up in the air.
You got her.
Cool. Yeah, let's see what this is, and then we'll hit that.
That's one way to prove I'm innocent.
Bizarre. All that arena got.
Very weird.
Prophecy
Alright,
fulfilled. Go to the next room, because then there might be some stuff in there for you too.
weird.
Might not. You could sell the stuff you have, because you're not going to need it.
Oh, that's true. Well, can I get it, or do I forfeit all my coins?
No, you won't forfeit your currency.
Should I take the train?
So I can keep that money for the next time?
Yeah, sell
Oh, I
it.
didn't
Watch. That's your that's your money.
Won't mind.
Nice.
Not Dark Souls.
Got my stimulus, my Hades stimulus.
You might be able to buy some stuff too if there's any some currency you want. Nah, you don't want any of that.
Yeah. There's the trap thing though. Deals fire damage. Alright, we will give up. Your progress
You're good.
since you left the house will be lost.
Or you can just go die if
Yeah,
you're really worried about
I'm
it.
gonna die because when I lose everything, I'm scared, dude. I'm scared, dude.
Yeah,
Just kill
progress is a vague term. It actually, you should do it just to find out. Gambling with your money here, but
You should do it to let me know what I should do.
yeah, you should do it so I know later.
Scenery, at least.
Go to Chaos. He'll at least eat some of your health.
Going in.
I don't do the chaos stuff after I did it one time and found out how freaking hard it was. Because you have to fight some stuff right here, don't you?
Yeah, I think so. It looks freaking sweet.
Should be working soon enough.
Gosh. Or does he has like a crazy thing. You like, oh, see, I move slower. I move slower, but like he gave me more health or something.
Stand in the lava or something. Well, you'll have no problem dying here.
I've got 2 death defiances. I wonder which one to use first. My full health or my 30%? Okay, they do the 30% one first, and then I have my other one from the Skelly. Yeah, you should give potion to Skelly so you can get the third or the extra.
I think that's better. 30 and then 100.
Yeah, that is better.
I'd rather it be that way than 100 than 30. It doesn't really matter, but I feel like you'll fight with a different sense of urgency when you're 30 in the middle.
Yeah, the 30 I feel like is good because you might be close. If I had another extra 30% on that one, I could have done it, you know?
Yeah. That right there allowed you to die faster than I expected.
I can do better than that.
Alright, I'm gonna give some stuff to people I've never gave before. I gave that guy some
Forget
stuff.
something again.
You can check in your relationship book.
What's my relationship? I have not. So let's give him something.
Surprise, Hypnos.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You can't bring that in here. Just kidding.
Cheers, Hypnos.
Coin purse. What was that? What does that do?
You'll have to look at your things.
I'm gonna look-
Oh, where's
How do I
where's
see
your
that?
guy?
How do I see the things people will give me?
You have to go to that Cerberus will give you something.
Really?
It's like it.
Here's a treat, doggy.
Look what I got for you, boy.
As one of Cerberus's heads receives the prince's gift.
Thank you, boy.
That's the one I use, I think.
Old spiked collar. What's it do?
I think you'll have to double check. I think it gives you more
Oh,
health.
does that raise my max health when it says +1 heart?
Yeah.
Oh, so I come into it with like 50 something. Okay.
Nix, you've done so much for me.
You know your father does not like it when nectar is doled out on the premises, dear child.
I'm very
Black
grateful,
shawl.
See, you're getting these charms pretty quick once you start giving people stuff.
Yeah. Who's this?
That.
I'd ask you join me for a drink, lad, but I know you've a task ahead of you, and liquor dulls the senses.
Oh,
Nix. Some other time, Achilles. Just
I haven't seen him here.
Yeah, he's never been in there for me. This game is more dynamic than I thought with the NPCs. You're seeing different stuff.
Yeah.
Buy more nectar.
Oh, you can buy more nectar with keys. I think I want to get the final weapon with those 8 though next time when I play.
Yeah.
Who else can I give? No. Anybody new here? These little green guys?
I don't think you have any more, do you?
Oh, I
you
can
do.
give. I haven't given him anything. My own dad.
Father,
Where did you get this?
Yeah.
Me up with such trifles?
Give me that and then get out of here.
you're welcome, Father.
It tells you,
He
it
just
shows
raised
you
my
if you
health.
open that, it shows you how much you have to do for them before they'll give you something, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, how much should I give him? That shows a lock. I wonder if that opens a room or something.
Go down and see what the other people's are.
Maybe I should give him because why does he have a lock on his?
I don't know, but go down on the other people
Oh.
and see what their other. No, not here. I don't know how you give them stuff.
You have to when you find them in the dungeon.
Oh, you can
Before
give it to them while you're
before-
talking to
Yeah,
them?
before you use the ability, it asks you if you want to use the.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna give my final potion to him. And we're gonna call it a stream.
Zeus?
To Hades. This might be a waste. Let's see.
I think you can.
Oh, I can't. Oh, it's like locked. It won't even let me. You know who I've been given a lot to is the Scully guy over here.
Well, you got your prophecy fulfilled. Go redeem that.
Ooh, I will do that too. I've been giving him a bunch.
Yeah. I like his voice.
What you got there, boy? Really? That's
Hey, what are you doing here?
I'm really giving this to you, mate. Now go enjoy it, will you?
He just loves me. Dude, how many can you give? Like, how am I going to get that many potions for these people? There's 8,000 people.
I mean, you got to play the game a lot to get through all this crap.
Okay, what
so.
are these? Receive 100 to spend as you please, once per escape. See, I think this is the sweetest one, Lucky Tooth.
Yeah. That one's pretty sweet.
Deal 10% damage striking on damage foes, also strike foes from behind. So what could be good is in between you can change your charms, I believe, at that little safe area. Those first ones that you can blow past so you don't worry about dying, maybe use these and then switch to Lucky Tooth when you're in the hard places. Add
That's
25,
a good idea.
Yeah, add 25 to your life total.
Because if you don't die, Lucky Tooth is a waste.
Yeah, then you don't have an extra to use. Let's see what this prophecy is.
This one's for you, Three Fates.
Ooh, 40 of those things.
Achilles' Codex. I'm getting somewhere with it.
Cool.
Wait, you had another one at the bottom.
Oh, I had another one at the bottom?
Well, there was an exclamation
Oh, okay.
customer loyalty.
Very close.
Yeah, you're very close.
Cool. All right, well, thank you, Travis, for joining in the Hades stream.
Yeah, this was a blast.
This worked out great. Check us out, DweeBros on Twitter when we go live. Travis has his own show, Travis's Time Machine. Play some old games. Maybe some old games with ray tracing. You never know what you're going to get with a Travis
oldish
game.
games.
Yeah, I tuned in and playing Quake 2, the ray tracing. Hopefully he does Minecraft with ray tracing. Have you got to see that yet, where they had ray tracing?
I've seen it. I want to try it.
Yeah, maybe that might be next on his list. I don't know.
That might be.
But thank you for checking this out. Next week, I'm going to be doing Shadow the Hedgehog with Kenny is going to be joining in. So that game I've always wanted to play. It's always been made fun of because of how edgy that game can be. I don't know if you've
that's
ever
what
seen.
I've always seen.
So I'm going to lock the door. Hopefully, Mom doesn't walk in when I'm playing the teen. I think it's rated teen too, isn't it? I don't know.
Yeah, he does have a weapon.
It should because I think he says the D word, guys.
I think he says DAM.
Yeah, and when my mom heard that, she broke my Shadow the Hedgehog disc in half. I had to go buy another copy. So, look forward to that. But thank you for watching. That has been another amazing, incredible. Oh my gosh, dude! I feel like I'm in like the freaking Matrix when he looks at the monitor. It's like, give us a Matrix quote to end us out.
You can have the red pill. Or you can have the blue pill.
I'm taking the blue pill tonight.